Hello, good evening, welcome to episode number 92 of Trophy Hunting. I'm Steg, your bad driver for the evening. Let's get on with the stream. Driver career on F1 25. You may notice that we're starting with a one-shot qualifying session. To try stream last Thursday night. The internet decided it was going to go down during said stream, so we had to kind of delay episode 92 for this week.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes,
Bienvenue,
it's time
Crofty.
for qualifying.
We are with the Konya Sport car. Let's get on with the session. We are at one of the shorter tracks on the calendar. In Canada itself. It's tight on the moment. I don't know whether we turn the rules on or off. I'll try it as though they're on. We're still good enough for pole.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Cheers, Jeff.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
We are unstable again. Fantastic. Beating Lawson. Get wrecked, pal. To get to 73 rated though. So that's all of the admin side of things done. Get involved with the racing side. Hopefully that becomes less unstable. We are pushing towards affiliate status on Twitch. If there's any suggestions for emotes you'd like to see, don't forget to put those either in the chat or the YouTube comment section.
And alongside me for this afternoon's...
Long hold that time. So we can pull Kelly up the grid more by developing the car. Didn't put in the chat with our current trophy status on this game. Looking a little bit. Let's assume if the FLL network stream is linked up. We'll stream this up on Monday. Just about keeping out the World Champions.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Be able to use DRS if we went in a lead, yeah. What would I know about that? Speaking of the SRL, went to Mexico last night. All of the qualifying and race sessions for that on the YouTube channel, as well as in the highlights section of Twitch.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Good lap, Jeff. Sending me a time that I've gone best part 4 seconds quicker than my objective. Chasing Strat. So there is damage. Goal completed popped up at the exact moment I hit the wall then. Hoping they're not the same thing. So the wall was not one of the objectives. Very deep into the hairpin. Probably a corner kick. Not given.
Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
I'm aware of that, Jeff. 2 full laps. The plan for this stream is to get through probably 4 or 5 races of driver career tonight, and potentially do at least an invitation towards 5 invitations and online races required for separate trophies. Line to start the final lap.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Try Jeffrey Powell. I know where the flashback feature is. And Planner straight. Run to the line, another purple.
And that is 7 wins in a row. What a brilliant job you're doing out there. I couldn't ask for any more.
Good. We can't do any more, Jeff.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada. And I can see the drivers start. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out.
Come on, Callie.
Be sure to...
Increase of pace is going to help us there. There's the awareness for top 10 finishes. Get Reg Lawson. Get some focus to go with it. Awareness up 3 levels. Pace almost up 3. Plenty of focus. 1.5 on the overall rating as well. Still behind Callie on the recognition though. They're going to have to rectify that. Perk unlocked. Move on. No idea what some of that is. Almost halfway through the season. First 6 or 7 races. You may have seen post SRL. Nick had left stream early. There we go. Complete 2 sessions without damaging your car. Depends where we are. Might be able to beat my teammate. 1-3 penalties. Pick any up. Well over the target there.
Here you can review your recognition information. Review your current contract target and set something lower if you're struggling. The team won't take this lightly though, and you will struggle to improve your recognition this season. But
I want to raise it.
if you're on a long-term deal, you can break your contract. As you might expect, teams do not want you doing that, and will treat you as if you've been fired.
It's fair, I suppose. Lawson and driver rating rivalry, meeting Callie in the teammate rivalry.
The driver ratings rivalry will track your overall rating versus your rivals. You'll need to be ahead by a certain amount to be declared the winner.
Good evening, CJ.
Here you can see the gap needed to win.
Hope you're well. There's nothing left to claim, game. Prove it needs to be.
Get in there! That's what I'm talking about! We have to remember these days, there's no guarantee they're going to last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. I love. Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all. I can't speak! I can't speak! I think it's all over. It is now.
Also take the football one. What can we do? We are going to need to do some aero work. With a lot of aero improvement. And chassis. Oh, train will look fine in. Or at least will look fine in. That's it. Do durability, that doesn't matter. Go up. Let's develop the aero side of the things. The goals.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Superb, Jeff. We definitely need more aero work, do we? Head to Austria, which I think is a sprint weekend. So if I go with that. And yes. I'm also going to put in chat what trophies would require for this game. So that's the pinned message. Continue with upgrading the car. We're now better than kick. Let's go. 3 parts go on. How did you find the cricket last night, CJ? Along with Nick at the Surrey versus Northants game. That's the last quarters. Third of which I'm doing at the weekend. Fuel management program's done. Obviously we'll have another session to go next. We'll see some weather. Some water from the sky. Which will annoy the hell out of the test driving team. Have 6.5 there. Do you have 550 there? Not quite enough. Let's over the line. So resource points are going to be useful. The experience we gained during that session. Right, Red Bull Ring. This is the shortest track on the calendar. 10 corners and barely straight between any of them. This turn 3 is an absolute pain no matter which way you go, whether it's this way or the reverse track. Games for 25 game. Four isn't the easiest to get right either. One is fine on the reverse. The second season of this. Not guaranteeing. Might be worth putting the reverse tracks in. They're the ones that go forward. Here, Britain and the Netherlands.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
I'll reverse this. In this game at least.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event.
Nice round 7-9 as well. Pace up to 79. Quite appropriately. Could have sworn this was a sprint, but obviously been changed for 2025. These loading times don't get any quicker. Get to affiliate, what I might do is 15-second adverts during
Before we
those.
begin, let's take a quick look at the grid line. And alongside me today, a man small.
Way we go.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Oh, it's 61%, Jeff. Chill out, pal. I'll change it at the end of this race then. Oh, the way I remember things, like changing that about 3 races time. Bring it up in the middle of each race. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we don't have corner footing or any rules on for that matter.
DRS now enables. DRS enables.
Sure, Jeff. Entering the car. Got a swell logo looking a little like the Krypton Factor logo. Yes, I'm that old.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate. We're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. Please focus on looking after your tyres.
Wants us to drive slower. That's not allowed. We're going to focus on doing that. Let's go on awareness. Not like either of those two are lefts. I've got a feeling it's not going to like either the two rights either that are coming up. That said, we are well under 1250 target. I've just noticed it's 2 laps that he wants us to look after the tyres for, not 1. Might end up being quite tight, you know. Every time a load goes through the tyre wears quite quickly. Any turning, braking or accelerating. That said, we've done it comfortably.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Final lap, Jeff.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
No, we're not going to be tyre saving. Challenging more difficult controller rather than a wheel. Got 2.6, 2.7 ahead of Verstappen at the start of the lap. Just have to read the tyre saving. Saving rather. And that went in the race by about 4.5 seconds in the end.
That's your 8th consecutive win in a row. That is just amazing. Congratulations.
Jeff can be nice. all the time, obviously.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in... So after...
Shut off, Crofty.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
15th for Callie. Come on, girl. So we now got a rivalry rating. Try again. Rating rivalry. Stroll. Should be easy, that one. It's rated 75 at this moment in time. One of us has a little bit more momentum than the other. So we need a level 3 in one of these. Or one of the 6. 4 we see each year. Try again. 4 we see each race. Each year is going to be four-sided. Out of the 6.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
So, do we need any of the accolades this year? Not by the looks of it. Although if we did have already completed that, which I don't think is the case. Just going to give up with that. I think I'm not going to give up with the R&D, which is much needed. Let's get that on for Hungary, hopefully. To get home to our and Callie's home Grand Prix to Silverstone. Of course it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? Well, it looks like Inter's weather for the race. We are going to see the wet tyres in qualifying though. Before we get to that, let's get the practice stuff done. See if we can do the average tyre wear in the time we had left. Fortunately not. Second session that has some water as well. Let's get through as many of these as we can. Click on weight distribution while we start the time, and there we go. Successful session. Of course, we'll do the third practice session. See if we can get 4 in again. It's obvious again. obviously going to happen once I said that. Don't even get 3 in. It's a shame. Do get a couple of hundred resource points as well as experience. Off to the rain we go. It's very wet.
Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built
Qualifying
for
session.
speed.
Built for something else as well. It's an airfield first. I do not enjoy the wet by the looks of it. There goes the second. That's 2 tenths clear of us. It's up to 1, we're barely making it round the corner. Max is just going to pull away on the exit. Perhaps. Some Beckett's. Probably going to do a power advantage down the straight as well. Get through the corners. Looks earlier than we do. Round the corner. Are we going to beat him to the line? No, we are not. Gonna have to settle for second, I think. That is the case.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join.
Just over 1/10 of a second. He's the Dutchman ahead of us. I'm still going to get a load of pace there. Seems quite funny. My lack of it in that session. But I think pace is compared to how good the car is, and with our car being quite down the list on the graph. Not there. I think we benefit from that. The attributes. I think we don't benefit from is this bloody loading screen. That might have to be one of the emotes. Something loading screen. Please wait. Maybe an emote that flashes between please and wait. See what we can do.
And alongside me today is a man who...
I don't need no introduction, but we'll introduce him anyway. Ah, this is much better. There you go. Should probably come across a bit early.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
That said, having a loss of power in conditions that aren't dry affects us a little bit less. Next, come across and hit me then. Wait for a collision warning. We've managed to fill the gap. The Red Bull driver. So if we continue that acting like that, we won't have it for much longer. Hamilton Russell fighting over fourth. Hamilton overtakes his former teammate. Lap 1 of 5. By a couple of seconds. All completed. Might be purple sectors. Well, if that is the case, it's waited a while. Let's see. Pop after we complete reverse sector.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Come on, Jeff. What about leaving me alone, I think. Apply here. So the tyres are quite cold. I see you need theirs. Seems to be running all over the curve. Don't be careful too much.
Great stuff,
Okay.
mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Keep your head down, Jeff. I won't be able to see the corners, mate. Silly, man. Oh, I think around the corner. Sure which of those 3 corners is maggots, which is Beckett's, and well, the divide happens between the 2. Maggots is the first 2 parts.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Yeah, I'm really struggling with this. Hopefully, no more wet weather driving. Need to do something a little more fun. Why are you not driving in the rain? Purple 6 might mean that it's brightening up a little bit. I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. It's going to give us a new purple.
It's all over. It is now.
9 race wins in a row. Wow, we are speechless here on the pit wall. Enjoy this result.
Wish we're speechless just a little more, Jeff. More driver of the days.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix.
A great team victory today, Crofty. That's the important.
I'm still
After
watching that bit.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action.
600 clean laps ever going to pop? Can we get a clean sweep? Yes, we can. Just not with the overall rate. You need one of those to level 3. Probably do that by the end of the season. Speaking of which, we're halfway through said season. We are smashing the season and soon we'll be driver 1 in the team. See what we've got. It's more likely than the other. I think we can finish ahead of a teammate in the race. 5 without penalties. Yeah, probably do that. We'll do perfecting 1 practice program rather than race strat necessarily. All of those done. Customization, you're not going to get me again. Short with the points for the next upgrade. It's going to be somewhere close to some of the other teams. Midfield with the chassis, powertrain. Let's have a look. Right at the top. Let's go. Durability near the bottom, but I'm not too fussed about that one. We are last priority, well above a target. Stroll's going to be in the mud soon. Get some more points towards that. Reminds me, actually, we need to change our parts again. Otherwise Jeff will have a right moan. These weekly resources are 200, not 300. I say. Yep, we're still short. A bit of error this upcoming Spa weekend.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us, and the track action will be getting underway very shortly. I've got Anthony Davidson, Naomi Schiff alongside me. Before we focus on that, Naomi, I'd just like us to consider some of these big rumours that are circulating at the moment.
I can't skip
about
this,
driver moves up and down the paddock. Just how distracting is it to focus on putting in strong performances at the same time as negotiating a future?
Well, it can be a really big distraction, particularly for the drivers who are out of contract at the moment. And for them, it's going to be the challenge of managing what they're doing off track and compartmentalizing that from what happens on track, because we know that this next decision in their career is going to be a big one. So that can put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, but you don't want that to put so much pressure on your shoulders that you start overdriving, making mistakes, because you know in this sport, you can go from hero to zero in an instant.
You know, easier said than done, Ant. And as we pass by a driver now who's considering their future, even if you've got a contract, they're not necessarily even worth the paper they're written on. You've got to keep putting in really big, impressive performances.
It's an industry that demands perfection from not just the team, but the drivers as well, first and foremost. So if you start to relax in any way, even if you have a multi-year deal in place, like you say, not worth the paper it's written on, because you can be kicked out before you know it. If the performances start to slip, the team will have their eye on you straight away and you'll be out the door.
So no room for complacency. Let's see who can put in some big performances on track today. All the action up next. Don't go anywhere.
And finally, we're going to be able to get back on the track at some point. Plenty of rain in practice, but thankfully we don't do those. Sounds like the game phone is ringing for us. Of course, do all three of them. We'll not be doing all three of these sessions because I completely forgot it's a sprint weekend. It's annoying because this is the longest track on the calendar. That session is not what we need. Not near the apex of the source there. You can ready on flat out in the dry, but we're going to have to be more careful in the wet. That will come straight to Lake Combe. Rain really is a leveler. Me and the AI. I don't think we're doing a wet sprint anyway. Pretty certain it's a dry race in that regard. Go away, chopper. Oh, the track. Nice and early for the bus stop, get the line wrong. Then for a second time, cross the line.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend.
Unfortunately, Crofty, you'll see us for the next session. You shake your head, Stroll. Daddy isn't going to help you with this one unless he gives you a much better car. We'll drive from here on in. So if anyone does want to jump on and complete some of the invitations, more than welcome to take part in some of those if we've both got some of the same invitations. Come on.
And striding into our...
Let's get on with the sprint. That was the best start, and Charles already passed Max into the first corner. So coming out of it, and Max looks to have regained it, but maybe regained it, who knows. Except the squabbling has allowed me to get a 2-second lead on the end of the first sector. Properly disappeared. Squabbling upwards. A half second of 2 seconds. Well, again, these are two of the longest sectors we've got on the calendar. Launch them on into the bus stop. That's better than we managed in sprint qualifying.
Okay, DRS is now available.
We have ourselves a 5-second lead. It's just 3 laps. Although if we get enough of a proportion, but it would be real life if you look at a couple. So far, a bit to toe on the gravel either there.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Could take corners like that one, it'll be the fastest lap of the race, full stop. Evening mood, hope you're well, mate. The stream's a bit better than it was last week. It was a little unstable at the start of the stream, but it seems to be fine now. How has your day been? Just top 12 last time in this sprint race. Got maximum points from Matt.
I think it's all over. It is now.
And the purple to go with it. Just got home from work and ready for American football season to start today. Who is your team? And are they playing tonight? I believe
So that
the
wraps up the
fixtures
sprint
start.
race, but there's still more action yet to come.
Shut up, Crofty. The fixtures, I believe, is spread across tonight all the way up through to Monday, Tuesday morning. Monday night, Tuesday morning, whichever way you want to look at it. You're in the States, or as I am in the UK. It's crafting awareness to go up more than some of the others. Born in Oakland, so the Raiders, who are now based in Vegas. Oakland is California, I think. My geography of the States is right. Yep, across the bay from San Francisco. There we go. Right on the west coast. It's an early afternoon for you over there. I suppose late afternoon rather. Half 11 here in the UK. It's got half 11 anyway. That in a moment. I am in the UK.
Okay, good
If you
job,
know where
mate.
Manchester
Really,
and Birmingham
really well
are
done. That
in
was a
England,
fantastic
I'm roughly
drive.
halfway
Bring it
between
home.
the two. Small town of there. Cali consistent, being 11th, 12th, 13th, that kind of area. Just going to see if we can improve the car enough to push her into the points. Stroll's still disappointed that we're beating him in the rivalry. Just needs to drive better. It's that simple. Let's have a look. What trophies do we need? So we need maximum loyalty for the title sponsor. Advance to phase 4 with any facility. Maximum loyalty with a secondary sponsor. Secure a sponsor contract after proposing a more favourable counteroffer. Secure a driver contract after proposing a counteroffer. All of that is my team. I'm going to come back to that once we finish this season, I think. Reach tech level 250, complete 5 invitationals, And some driver career ones, complete a full season in it. And 4 perks from specialists if any driver agreed to a multi-year contract with the team. We'll do that at the end of this season. Reach relationship level 3 with any specialist in driver career. That's the 4 things where we have 2 options to do that. Achieve an overall driver rating of 99 with any driver in driver career. Complete 25 objectives driver career. I think that's the ones that come at the during the middle of the race. Also have to participate in 5 online races, which we can do with the invitationals. Complete 100 clean laps. Also watching some World Cup qualifiers which start in an hour. Is that the CONCACAF ones? Maybe even South America. I think CONCACAF have a ton. Yeah, South America. There we go. They're getting towards the end of their big massive group where everybody plays each other home and away. As this loads, let's have a look at what we've got. We have ourselves Europe. So Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, Bolivia, Paraguay, Ecuador, Uruguay, Peru start in about 50 minutes. And Brazil and Chile play an hour later.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
You've been waiting to buy an F1 game.
It's a Connor Sport pole position. And alongside me in the commentary box.
Just that second. Are you looking for an up?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
You can shop as well, Jeff. You've been wanting to buy an F1 game. Do you want this one, the current one, or would you be fine with one of the older ones? Because quite often this will pop up on PSN Plus. Oh, sorry, PSN Essentials. So that may come up in the next few months. It's not in the September. That is assuming you're on the PlayStation user. It could be an Xbox or PC one. Straight. You'd rather get current one. Get 23 when it was PSN Plus. PSN Essential, whatever. You know what I mean. It's fine. Just drop my phone. It's fallen off. Table onto the floor. Not what I need. There we go. Top the laptop. It's a fun game. Despite all my moaning about load times.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Rotations look good. Assuming there's only 3 reverse tracks. There isn't more. Hopefully we can have a load more of those in. Touch wood, I've not come across any buggy trophies yet. To stop us from getting to the platinum. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes on to the middle. Yes. Game tiers. A couple of weeks. Anything of note on that I'd like to play? Just wish it was VR.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Do the F1 games not work with VR that well then, or? I'm sure I've seen some streams.
Okay, mate. We're seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them.
Well, that is impossible. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't want me to win the race comfortably, or you want me to do this, Jeff? Your choice, pal. And we're going to have these long sweeping corners like this. Kill the tyres. Lost 0.2 just round. Yeah. Here isn't going to help. I don't want to turn a great deal more than we need to. This corner. Let's forget where. Let's just put low to the tyre. Sort of done a really good job there. Not going too mental with it. Four and a 1.5% to play with. It's cost us quite a bit of time though. Those behind. Coasting I think would help with that, but I haven't got the patience to do that. It'll be fine just pushing the limit now. We're going to get 2.5% in the final sector. If I go wide there, so we're going to add to the wear. Once we stop tire saving, gap improves again. Almost just the two are connected.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race. Gap to your teammate behind, 17.7 seconds.
No issue, Jeff. I don't want to have to sit and work it out. Outside the points by the looks of it. That's not the track. Round the corner. Going for sector 1, not so much in sector 2. Expensive lawnmower in sector 3. Of course, the famous words of Kenneth Walt, time. It's all over. It is now.
What a great race then, and a magnificent victory here at the Belgian Grand Prix.
And 10 wins in a row, Crofty. I mean, what can we say about this driver's
Well,
dominance?
that happens there. We'll take a pit stop and be back in a few moments.
High for all drivers trying to beat going forwards. Are we going to be talking about 11 wins in a row next time out? We probably will be.
Well, Connor Sport are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We return for some more trophy hunting action. Kelly 11th in the race, only half second behind Ocon. That's a shame. Quite nick the point from the Frenchman. we get Perktacular. And 4 perks for your specialist as any driver in Korea. Still beating Stroll. Trophy just pop in. See that momentarily, I think. We're going to get Stroll in the next race. So we've hit 4 of those, I think. On the way to the Wind Tunnel Engineer. Hitting level 3 in that. Which we'll need for another trophy. We're going to beat Stroll. Hungary, let's see what else we can do. We definitely drive 35 miles, I think that's around 12 to 14 laps. Half of that on our own. We can do either of these, but we'll take the 4 purples. Again, we can do gear shifts. We have strategy. We'll perfect the strat. The driver looks so sad there. Not be long before we get a championship rivalry. Then again, 100 clear of Verstappen. To round 14 at Hungary. Tend to go at the end of this one. He's still live playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. We'll send it his way. When we finish our stream, although I don't plan that to be another half an hour at least, probably 45 minutes. It's in that practice session. Wonder if it's possible to stick those as an hour. Make sure we get everything done. Keep the qualifying and race same length. I assume that if I increase the practice session, I'm also going to increase the race. Which I don't want to do. Also can get the RS upgrade done in that session. As many of these as we can. Hopefully we can get through a couple more. Maybe one more with that situation. Can't do any more because we're run out of time. 7 or 8 across the 3 sessions though. some more experience. See what we can do. With a bigger upgrade than that, if we're honest. Let's do the halo, set that in progress. Ring. That's official turn 2 actually. The kink on the DRS does not count as a corner. Like what it would on so many other different tracks. Just the corner of death if you hit the curb on the inside. Got on too early. Got a curb. Curb from the second sector as well. Not a million miles ahead of Verstappen there. That implies it's going to be a close race. It's a laugh if I hit the corner like that again. Smack into the wall on the inside. Then there's no damage. We've got 3 purples.
Got pole position.
Well, that could be because we crossed the line first.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
What's the second clear? Third is nice. Callie at the back though, not so much. Give me the pace upgrade. That said, let's put Stroll back into his place. Don't intend to do any overtaking, Jeff, because that'd mean we lose out on positions. One does not want to do that.
And with me for this commentary this afternoon.
Know this, but this track needs a lot of downforce.
Shut up, Jeff. I know. What I can do while I'm on the grid anyway. Mug. the purple sectors. 4 of them across the weekend. So happened to be the first 4 I drove in. Oh. How many rules are off then? Definitely should have been a corner cut. Interesting combo I've gone for. No rules but damage. Sure what I was thinking when I set this up.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
DRS enabled, but it won't be active on this mini straight. It's the one detection point for both zones. Which means if you get the move done in turn 1, then you've got extra power to make sure that the driver doesn't get you back. It's better but not perfect.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate. Tyres are wearing at quite a rate here, mate. Please try and look after them.
Oh, we shut off with tyre wear ones. It's going to drive normal. Of course, it's going to kill the tyres, but I don't care. I've got the time delta to the AI to look after the tyres properly. Running a race is far more important than looking after the tyres. Pretty empty, Jeff moaning about the tyres. Is that me a realistic objective? It's going to be 1.6% from here. I'll do half a lap or 2/3 of one, but over to the 4. Just going onto the grass isn't going to help with that. The worst effort you're going to see. There's the fail.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid. But listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race.
Where's Max come from? Not driving that badly, was it? Some would say who you were. Gonna have DRS as well. It's not what we need.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 17.1 seconds.
I'm going to put him in the wall there. He gets close. That's Jeff and his stupid tyre saving plan. Too much curve on both parts of the chicane. Doesn't matter.
I think it's all over. It is now.
On about both the race and the rivalry with Stroll.
And it's a performance. And I can see the driver. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Come on, Callie. Sorry, Lance. In the bin you go. Oh, the focus boost. Some up, some down. Brake, no. Not bad. On the table with the car. Callie shouldn't be bringing up the rear. Complete 2 sessions without damaging your car. What do you think I am? Like in Dodgems? That's what Jeff thinks I am. That chassis is still going to be far too expensive. Almost can do the ignition here. Hold the ECU. Do the ignition. Actually, I have to quali. It's a major upgrade as well. That's going to be useful. Stick on our car. That we should be able to do after practice one. And then we get enough resource points. The forecast dry for the bits we do. few bits in session 1. Actually 3 or 4 in FP2 here. So it has to be an attempt at this. 25% and we get it done. Let's go. 4 it is. Everything's pretty much going to fail in the 3rd practice. Generally how it works. Let's see if I can be proved wrong. That one's guaranteed. Got 6 minutes of time remaining. I get that in time, surely. I'm going to try 25%. Can we get a full house here? Yes, we can. Let's go. 9 in total. Plenty of points. Just need to go and spend those. Take a couple of days advantage spending them now compared to when we get out of session. It's not the ECU, it's a remix to ignition system. Let's go and do that. So the Netherlands Grand Prix my life at the weekend. Let's see if I can take hints that aren't throw it into the gravel at turn 1. The Staffen did. Someone definitely did. Well, I thought it was the staff. The FP1 or FP2. Not that I watched either mine, but I was nowhere near the apex. Yeah, Verstappen. Really close to us again. To be fair, I am driving in Jackson's car. King Melt, if you will. It's a much better 6-3 than the other two combined.
Yes! Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on,
I'm getting
let's see you
excited
back in the
for.
pits.
You didn't do anything.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. 4 lefts and it's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting... Alongside me here in the commentary box today...
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I do watch F1 mood. For probably about 30 years now. So I don't have a favourite team or driver. Enjoy the spectacle of the sport. Yourself? Really far short combo about it. Yeah, I think that was last week, in between all of the disconnects with the net and COVID. Did love Arrows and Minardi back in the day, when you had really uncompetitive teams.
Okay, mate, don't worry.
I'm eventually going to stop hitting the wall. The first 2 flashbacks we've done all night.
Okay, DRS is now available.
It's Minardi being bought out by Red Bull. It's their second team currently, going by the name of RB. Leave that in a place where I'm not tight and twist. So, starting to watch since Drive 5.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
No, the drama is fake, at least most of it. Yeah, it's a shame that it's over dramatised.
Okay, mate,
All the
we've
show.
got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
I watched a couple of the episodes, but it just wasn't for me, that one. First episode of the first series, fine. They're on 6 or 7 now. You've always been a car guy. That's fair enough. Do you have a favourite team or driver in F1? Past or present?
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
A bit late on the brakes there. Gonna have Sergio, so that's him back next year. Hopefully we can have a career resurgence. Cadillac. I think he's as bad as how he did last year with the last year, 18 months at Red Bull. Maybe the year off has done him mentally a world of good. I imagine there'll be a ton of pressure out on him with the market they have in Mexico and North America. And the fact that he was at one of the teams towards the front of the grid didn't help that Verstappen was winning most weeks either.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
That said, Caddy picking up both Bottas and Perez. Solid pickups, you know exactly what you're going to get. And type of drivers that you need when you're building a team. Steady, experienced drivers. And Herta is the third driver. I learned so much from the other two. Not quite catch your name when I'm going around the corners, but welcome. I am good. How are you yourself? Oh, on a straight. Stella Siren, welcome to the channel. And thank you for the follow. Hope you're well. Mood
Many
fit
doubted
mix
whether
and
they
make a
could pull
comeback.
off the win here in Zandvoort, but
Looks
they've
good
done
to
so
see.
in spectacular style.
WC. That's not something I can.
There was never a moment of doubt today. You could tell.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. And after an event like that, who knows?
Shut the commentary up. Right. WC is not something that I follow. Oh, we got Sonoda. At least to 80. And the stream is going well so far, Stella. What feels like 25 in a row. Currently, this is the only thing I do on stream. I do commentary for League on Sundays and Wednesdays, and our trophy hunting each Thursday on F125. If you go to look up at the pinned message, I'll show you what my progress was like going into the stream. We've added one trophy. And that was for...
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele.
Let's see what Albion have got to say. So one trophy so far in this stream takes us to 32, I think. 32 of 47. Alpine want us to drive for who? You know what? Let's decline talks. Get sent. There are my socials. And the SRL socials as well while we're at it. I don't post that much to Twitter anymore. Might remove that at some point. Shall make Monza the final race for the stream. What we do is we've got a quick practice, the 3 practice sessions. I'm going to drive in qualifying in the race. Practice 2 and practice 3. And we're raiding to one of the SRO races. If Pulse is still on. Currently is, but that may change in about 15 or so minutes. The stage of the stream where I am getting a little bit tired though. Maybe half midnight here in the UK. Can we get this 4th in? Yes we can. Oh, a rare 10. Practice program completion this time. Back to the driving we go though. Enough resource points to go and do another upgrade. Definitely would have enough come the end of the race weekend though. Couple of minors I don't really want to do. Chassis I don't think we have enough for. Do the road to speed. It's a major that'll take us to the top of the tree I think. So let's do that. And ourselves with 56. You were not touching again. One shot in the rain. Thankfully it's only into weather. Not the full wet. Had quite a few wet weather sessions in our stream tonight. You see the reason I don't do any other driving in the SRL. Down to the midfield we go. Got the time for the second chicane. Wobble on the exit. Max ahead of us again. Can break later than the AI can. Well, the AI does at least. Pull away slightly from us down the straight. All the way through a Scary. Run down to Parabolica. Happy with. If any of you know what an apex is, please do tell me, because I don't seem to know.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow,
quicker
so
than
make sure you
Max.
join us then.
Kelly up to 70 compared to the back where she was last week. Well, last race rather. Headed into the race. Final race of session. Loads will have a drink. There we go.
And alongside me here today.
Obviously they're just having a longer loading session to get rid of all of the rain. To throw the track out completely. Red. Terra Grande. Second chicane. Curve. The exit. Lap one. Not any difficulties.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Here's some Max. Still taking a lap quicker than Verstappen. Doing me quite nicely.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
That's the intention, Jeff. So you want me to tyre save again?
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Just about to say, I wonder if it's any of the guys in particular. Yeah, we get the 4 each weekend from the possible 6. I'm about to say, I wonder if it's any of those in particular that set the objectives. They appear to be.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Over 5 1/4 seconds clear of your target, Jeff. Some targets are too easy to hit, some targets are stupidly hard. More of the easy ones. Here's Jeffrey.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, if we're going to green, give us the fastest lap there. And to the final lap of the race.
Gap to your teammate behind, 23.5 seconds.
Hopefully Callie's inside the points. Sorry, one final time. Changing expensive lawn marker, hopefully one final time of the stream. That will be that.
You're making history. That's your 13th consecutive win this season. 13 was certainly a lucky number for you today, mate. Well done.
Cheers, Jeff.
There it is then, victory in the Italian Grand Prix, an historic race and an achievement they can be immensely proud of. After an excellent performance... Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Oh, Callie. I think we need a new second driver. Jerome Sonoda doesn't look quite so depressed yet. We can work on that one. Of course, no, we're going to be rated 78 rather. Good to 78 as well. Now ahead of Cali on the recognition. We must have set them pre-race. We picked some really naff ones. So it's 2/3 of the season gone. It's also where we're going to call it for this evening. Thank you to everybody who watched, whether you chatted, whether you lurked. I'm just going to advance through to next race. Next stream will be on Sunday night. No idea where the music stops there. Sunday night for the next stream, round 21 of the SRL. That will be just load up time trial, so pretty certain we're in Brazil. Didn't do any invitations. Maybe next week. So was Mexico last night in the SRL. So Sunday we're heading to Brazil, 9:15 UK time for that. Next Wednesday we're heading to Las Vegas for round 22 of the SRL, same time for us on. Next Thursday we'll be doing episode 93 of Trophy Hunting. I'll continue with the driver career. We might do some invitationals, who knows. So YouTube will get the SRL Monday morning and Thursday morning, hopefully 1 AM for both of those. Trophy Hunting will be available for you next Friday afternoon. Well, sorry, Friday dinner time, midday UK. For YouTube, thank you and goodbye.